गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः. So we are looking at verse 31, but before we so what is, we are in Bhagavad Gita, Jnaneshwari, Bhavartha Deepika, chapter 1, verse number 31, and in this Arjuna, when he sees his elders standing in front of him, he loses the plot, and he says Drishtvenam, this is verse number 28, Drishtvenam swajanam Krishna yuyutsum samupasthitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishusyati vepathuscha sharire me Roma harshascha jayate gandivam samsrate hastat tvakchaiva paridayate. Till this line, half of 30, verse number 30, is the effect of delusion on the gross body. So what happened? What was the first verse? Drishtvenam swajanam Krishna yuyutsum samupasthitam. So there in the, what was the verse number? 28. And in the 28th verse he says, I have overcome by great compassion. Arjuna is telling that overcome by great compassion, he started speaking. So having seen these elders and brothers and cousins and uncles and teachers, he started having compassion. Last week we told you, instead of compassion, what you should have? Empathy. Compassion presupposes your goodness, your greatness compared to the one whom you are compassionate towards. The one you are compassionate towards is lower. Then what about the Dalai Lama saying compassion? Then go and join Buddhism. Don't come here to this class. You want to know the truth? Then this is the truth. See? So at that time, what are the symptoms of delusion at the physical level? Sidanti mama gatrani. He says, my limbs become feeble. Sidanti mama gatrani. My organs of action, my hands, legs, etc., they are becoming feeble. They are losing the power. Then next one, mukham cha parishusyati. My mouth is becoming parched, it is becoming dry. Whenever, I told you last time, whenever we are under the spell of a delusion, for whatever reason, not necessarily in a war, it can be anywhere, out of fear, out of love, out of whatever. Life can put you in different situations. out of loss of someone, etc., etc. What is it? If you are disturbed and you lose the plot, this will be the symptom. Then Vepathushcha sharire me, and he says there is a tremor in my body, and Roma harshascha jayate, and my hair are standing on end. All physical. Continuing, Gandivam sansate hastat, and my Gandiva, my instrument of action, the instrument which I use to spread dharma, if we want to say that, or because he is a warrior and his instrument of that he wields is Gandiva, and he says it is sansrate hastat. Hastat is from the hand it is slipping away, sransate. And then Gandivam sransate hastat tvakchaiva paridayate, and my body is on fire. It's burning all over. You can burn when you are, what you call, when you are desiring someone, that time the body can get hot. When you are in front of fire, your body can get hot. When you are in face of fear, the body can get hot. When you are in love, your body can get hot. There are different reasons that the temperature of your body rises. But here we are not talking about just rising of temperature like a fever. No, the body is burning. You know, when you get ghumari hoti hai na, in the summer you get the, what do you call that, dot, what do you call it? Prickly heat. That time also your body becomes very hot, isn't it? Similar, like your body is burning from inside, his body is burning from inside. And having said this, now coming to the next level. What is that level? The effect of delusion on the mind. First was body till here. Now what is that? Nacha shaknomyavasthatum brahmativa cha me manaha. Continuing below. Nimittani cha pashyami viparitani keshava nacha shreyo nupashyami atva swajanamahave. Now this 31st verse is the effect of delusion on the intellect. So one there in the, what was that verse? Verse number 30, and there it said the Gandiva has slipped, etc. Nacha shaknomya vasthatum brahmativa cha me manaha. And now my mind is going reeling. It is going round and round. When it going round and round, what is happening to the mind? It is getting confused. It is getting, it is doubting what to do at this moment at this moment in the life. What action should I take? About this itself there is confusion. If with this confusion we move around in life, हो गया फिर तो बट्टा बोल है कि नहीं? You don't have a doubt. You get up in the morning, you have to go to office every day, you have to go to factory every day. But if you start every morning, should I go or should I not go? That problem should be mine, not yours. We, majority of the times, will live with full conviction that these are the duties that I have to carry out and I am going to do it come what may. If there is fever, I am little bit sick, or this is hurting or that is hurting, we don't make, yes, we may complain about it, but it does not stop us from performing our duties or job or going to work, isn't it? Here Arjuna is saying, I am confused. Because his attention is where? First, his attention was on the people, because of which instead of seeing enemy, he saw the nears and dears. And after having seen the nears and dears, he thought, how can I fight my nears and dears? And the personality breakdown started. And that delusion that he was enveloped in, its first expression was seen on the body. And these were the symptoms. And now in the and now at the mind level, he says, I am not, what was that? Nacha shaknom avasthatum. Avasthatum means I am not able to stand firm. I am not able to hold myself straight, because he was falling down. The knees were becoming weak. He was not able to, at the body level, we are talking. And at the mind level, he is not firm. He is not, his meaning, I am not able to stay firm with the conviction that I have to fight, means his mind is getting affected. See. Brahmativa cha me manaha. He himself is saying, my mind is getting deluded. My mind is getting confused. My mind is going reeling. It's going round and round. Round and round is when you go, like children, we used to go round and round and you stop. The walls are still going round and round. Sometimes when too many desires are there, our mind goes round and round. Meaning, should I do that, or should I do this, or should I do that, or should I do that, or should I do that? When we have too many, full buffet, smorgasbord in front of us, we don't know which one to start with. We eat the appetizers as a dessert. Because we go around looking. Either we get everything in one plate, or we start with something that we like. Or we remain confused. Kahan se shuru karu? And when you think, kahan se shuru karu, tab tak line badi lambi ho gayi. Now you have to wait. So till here, we had seen in the last class, wait a minute, let me bring it here. Then he said to Krishna, Lord, where are we? Towards the end, in the Bhashya, we did the Bhashya here, na? We did that. So here he says towards the end, he says, where are we? Avadhar, in the 204 OV. अवधारी मगतो अर्जुनु देखो नि सकल स्वजनु विसरला अभिमानो संग्रामी चा कैसी नैनो सदयता उपनलीये थे चित्ता मग मणे कृष्णा आधा नसिजे एथ माझे अतिशय मन व्याकुळ होतसे वाचा बरळ जे वधावे हे सकळ येणे नावे. He says in the 204, yes. He says, Arjuna said that it is confused. Then this is the Maya of the Supreme God, which even Brahma cannot cross. It confused the mind of Arjuna. So said Sanjay to the king. After seeing the kinsmen there, Arjuna lost all zest for war. One does not know how this pity entered his mind. Jnaneshwari Maharaj is taking the side of Arjuna. If we want to be critical, I'll tell you what is the reason why this pity entered into his mind. Maybe I told you last week. If you have forgotten, very good. Pity entered his mind. Then he said to Krishna, "O Lord, let us not tarry here. When I see that I have to kill all these relatives, my mind becomes disturbed and I start raving." When does pity enter? Pity enters when we have already taken the position of holier than thou. So remember, Dhritarashtra was tamasic mamata, attachment. Duryodhana was rajasic attachment. They don't care. He doesn't care if his children die. He wants the throne. Duryodhana doesn't care who dies or who lives, or I want their wealth. I will not give anything to them. Satvik Mamta, which is Arjuna, this is where the problem comes. What is that? I am goody goody. So this goodness becomes a problem for the person who is good. And there is arrogance of that goodness. And that arrogance of goodness expresses as pity. So here he has already, what he is saying, when I see that I have to kill all these relatives, so he has already presupposed that I am going to kill all these people. So does it mean that I can kill anyone, but my nears and dears I cannot kill? Isn't it? So he is talking only about his nears and dears. What about the rest of the 11 million people? 11 Akshaudi. So others die, it's not a problem. My nears and dears die, that is a problem. This is the issue. This is not just the issue with Arjuna. This is the issue with us also. If a parent is saying, I did so much for my children and now he doesn't even talk to us, that means you're singing your own glory that you did, you gave money for education, you gave, that was your duty. You do it and you forget. See? But why you are using those words? Because my son, that I am good because I did my duty. He is not good because he is not doing his duty towards the parents. We should not go around judging people like that. But this is the mistake Arjuna is doing. And majority of the conversations that we have, मराठी में बोलते हैं ना, चला गप्पा मारिया, यही काम करते हैं सबके सब. इसने ये किया, उसने वो बोला, उसने ये बोला. He said this, she said that, he said this, he said that. See how good I was. If you talk about your accident, I'll talk about my accident. If you talk about your pain, I'll talk about my pain. How my pain is more greater than your pain. Look at any conversation. See? Now, in the 31st verse, Nimittani cha pashyami viparitani keshava na cha shreyo nupashyami atva swajana mahave. In the 31st verse he says, and I see omens that are adverse. Nimittani, what was that? Nimittani cha pashyami. I am seeing. What am I seeing? Viparitani. I am seeing bad omens. Viparit is opposite. What I should see, I am not seeing. I am seeing opposite omens. Are others? Is Krishna not seeing the same omens? Are the rest of the armies on both sides, Pandavas and Kauravas, are they not in the same battlefield? Are they seeing the bad omens? You are seeing bad omens. This is where your intellect has got affected now. You don't know what is right and wrong. You go into the world of superstition. You start projecting. If someone passes away, first, oh my, puri energy chali jati hai pehle. If you are very attached to that person, then your mind doesn't know what is going on. Then when you come to your senses, some people become, what do you call? बेहोश को क्या बोलते हैं? Unconscious. They become unconscious. Then they come out of it. See? And then they start saying, now after they come out of that unconsciousness, what do they talk about? How am I going to live? I don't know this, I don't know that. Without him or her, I cannot live my life. He or she was my support. Everything they knew. Now how can I live my life alone? Blah blah blah. Everything is about you, not about that person. Same thing Arjuna is also going through. So he's saying, I see omens that are adverse, and at that time, sometimes because we have heard the crows come and maybe some bad omen is going to happen. If you see the eclipse, bad omen is going to happen, and you should not see eclipse because some ultraviolet rays come and affect your eyes. That is the reason. It is not any other reason. But if I see a crow, now every time a crow comes into your front yard, are you going to be thinking, now, why is it here? Is someone going to die? Superstition, imagination, or poor fellow projection. This cow has come for the Pindadana. Nor do I foresee any good in killing our men in battle, and in this way, nacha shreya anupashyami. I see no good. Shreya means good. Anupashyami, I don't see it. See good. In hatva swajana mahave. Hatva means to kill my own people. Swajana, my own. Now you see in further verses how his mind keeps reeling and incoherent language he uses when we get there. But let's read the Bhavartha. या कौरवा जरी वधावे तरी युधिष्ठिरादिक कान वधावे हे येर आघवे गोत्रज आमुचे म्हणवनी जळो हे झुंज प्रत्ययाय नये मज येणे काय काज महापापे देवा बहुत परिपाहता एथवो खटे होईल झुंजता वर काही चुकविता लाभू आथी. He says, Jnaneshwari Maharaj is saying that nor do I foresee any good. Where are we? Which number is this? 208. 209. 209. I do not particularly fancy a victory of this kind. Which kind? By killing my own nears and dears. And of what use is a kingdom gained in this way? If we have to kill all of them to enjoy pleasures, burn those pleasures. So said Partha. Rather than enjoy such pleasures, we shall gladly suffer misery of any kind and even risk our lives for them. And in this way, for them, where are we? Something is not right. Because he used the word Yudhishthir here. Ya Kauravas ari vadhave, even
207.
207, but the thing is, this commentary is telling something else. That's why I'm confused. I'm also getting like Arjuna. 207, na?
Yes, sir.
207 here. But Yudhishthir word is not coming anywhere. Anyway, we know what the meaning is. So, Marathi, even if So, in this way, he says, देवा बहुत परिपाहता एथ वोकट होईल झुंजता वर काही चुकविता. That this is a big sin. I don't want to commit this sin. I don't want to make this mistake of killing my own people. Even if Yudhishthir and या Kaurava जरी वधावे, even if the Kauravas kill, तरी युधिष्ठिराधिक नका न वधावे. And even if Yudhishthir and all of us are killed, हे येर येर आघवे गोत्रज आमुचे. And म्हणून, so that even then I will not fight, I will not kill. It is better to be killed rather than kill. Why? It is Ene kaya kaza mahapape. Why should I do such an act which is going to bring about so much of sin? See, when our mind or when our intellect creates, see what is happening here with Arjuna is projection. Situation is something else. Everyone is clear. Kauravas are clear, Pandavas are clear. Only Arjuna is confused. So, is it that one person is smarter than, yes, he is smart, but he is thinking that his argument is correct. His conclusion, on one hand, he is saying that I am feeling deluded, my mind is whirling, and I am seeing bad omens, and on the other hand, he is making decisions that I will not kill. It is not good to kill. Why? Because it is sinful. And this is where, when we are deluded or we have any of these symptoms, we should not make any decisions in life. Continuing. न कांक्षे विजयं कृष्ण, न कांक्षे विजयं कृष्ण, न च राज्य सुखानि च, न च राज्यं सुखानि च. किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द, किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द, किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा, किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा. येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो, येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च, राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च. ते इमेव स्थिता युद्धे, ते इमेव स्थिता युद्धे, प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च, प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च. टुगेदर. न कांक्षे विजयं कृष्ण, न च राज्य सुखानि च. किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द, किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा. येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च. ते इमेव स्थिता युद्धे, प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च. He says in the 32nd and 33rd verse, he says, I don't long for any victory, O Krishna, nor for kingdom, nor for happiness. Of what use is a kingdom to us, or enjoyments, or life itself? Coming all the way to life. Of what use is life if I have to kill my own? After killing all my own people, is it worth ruling the kingdom? If I got no grandfather, I don't have the Guru Maharaj there, I don't have my brothers there, I don't have my teachers there, I don't have my elders there, what's the worth? It will be an empty victory. Isn't it? This thought also comes to us many times. Many times we hear, oh, no. If we have to become successful, we should take everyone together with us. Many devotees also speak like that. If I want God realization, no. I want everyone to come. All my devotees, all my bhakta and all those who are my students. I want to take everyone with me to God realization. Never possible. Never possible. So here Arjuna is speaking the same language. What use is the kingdom to us, or enjoyments, or life itself? So now he has gone all the way to life, ready to give up his life also. They, for whose sake we desire a kingdom, yogs and happiness, are standing poised for battle and ready to lose their lives and wealth. Are Baba? So you go word by word. Where are we? Yesha marthe kangshinam no. For whom are we fighting the war? If there are no people going to be there, what's the point of fighting the war? Then second part, first line, Rajyam bhoga sukhanicha. How can we enjoy the kingdom after killing our own people? Third, te ima vastita yuddhe. They are all standing there poised to kill and plunder, to fight, to kill. And pranans tyaktva dhananicha. And for whom are we going to win, fight, kill, win the kingdom? And it's better to pranans tyaktva. It is better to get killed rather than kill. It is better to give up our life. So let's withdraw. Point is, let's withdraw. Jnaneshwari Maharaj says, from 210 onwards, Taya vijaya vritti kahi, maz sarvatha kazanahi, etha rajya tari kahi, he pahuniya. या सकळांते वधावे मगजे भोग भोगावे ते जळोत आघवे पार्थू म्हणे तेने सुखे विण होईल तय भलते ही साहिजेल वरी जीवित ही वेंचिजेल याची लागी परियासी घातुकीजे मग आपण राज्य भोगिजे हे स्वप्नी ही मन माझे करू न शके तरी आम्ही न जन्मावे कवणा लागी जियावे जे वडिला या चिंतावे विरुद्ध मने पुत्रा ते इप्सी कुळ तयाचे काही हेची फळ जे निर्दाळी केवळ गोत्र आपुले. We'll do it till here. So here he says that he says, if we have to kill all of them to enjoy pleasures, burn those pleasures. So said Partha, rather than enjoy such pleasures, we shall gladly suffer misery of any kind and even risk our lives for them. Meaning, here it's saying pranans tyaktva. It's not just risk our lives. He is ready to give up his life. To slay them and enjoy the pleasures of a kingdom, my mind cannot conceive of such a thing even in a dream. See, what is a healthy mind? In this context, what is a healthy mind? Healthy mind is that mind which does not project, which does not imagine. And if you want to really look, the healthy mind is that mind which does not dream. Then what is dream? So you are daydreaming or you are night dreaming after sleeping. It's a dream only, no? Daydreaming is also a dream. You're in the waking state, eyes are closed and your fanciful imaginations are going on. That is dream only. So what is this? What are these projections? Why we are saying that healthy mind is that which does not imagine, which does not dream? Because what are dreams? We have told you before. What are dreams?
It's a projection of mind.
Huh?
It's a projection of mind.
Sometimes we use that word, but actually dream is unfinished incomplete interactions in your waking life, wanting to be released, and they appear as dream. So I am talking to you here, and suppose suddenly the waft of breeze comes from there. For a moment I experience it and I give it zero value because it's just important is the satsang going on. Then suddenly someone comes from there, opens the door, goes tuck 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 and come. Again, my attention is on the satsang. But for a moment, if I reacted to that stimuli, why that person came, or how beautiful that waft of breeze was, in the middle of the satsang, I allowed my mind to get attached to that stimuli, whether the breeze or the person, but there was no purpose. It was just extra data that I collected, but there was no reason. I am not going to do anything with it. But once it has become a memory, it has to be released from the mind. So whatever is on the surface level, whatever memories which are not, with which we are not intensely interacted, they are only on the surface level of our mind. They appear as dreams and get cleared out. And it is these memories which have given you birth in this life. Why they have given birth? So that your mind can become empty of all the karmas, of all the impressions. But what do? Unintelligently, we create more memories. We create more memories. How do we create more memories? By fanciful imagination, by projection, by delusion, allowing ourselves to be deluded. Then how do you stop all this while living in this life? Live in the moment with full inspiration. No expectation. That will come in the next chapter. That's the first step. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. We'll not go into that right now. Your job is where you are placed. Something needs to be done here. So I am here sitting in front of you. Time is 7:30. Lecture has to start on Bhagavad Gita. Give it. Are they understanding? Are they not understanding? Am I speaking well? Am I not speaking well? Throw it out of there. All this unwanted projection should not go on while the satsang is going on. And from your side also, you should not be comparing what you are hearing with what you have heard, or you should not be sitting here, oh, that is a very good information. I will use it in my business. I will use it in my office. I will use it in my life. No. You make that information, that knowledge your own by interacting with it 110% here and now. Being 100% here and now means being completely empty, allowing the words to wash you. Automatically because these words are not to be collected. These words are invoking. The words of the Bhagavad Gita are invoking the knowledge that is already within you. But man, the ego thinks, because ego, it wants to attach all the time. So it feels that I have to collect this information, and how does it collect? By way of memory. But why did you get birth? To empty your memories, empty your mind. So we somehow here with this symptoms of Arjuna, if we are like that, we are acting against our own good unknowingly, thinking this is sattvic mamta. We cannot come, we think we are good, and these people who are good, they become the doormat. That I am so good. See, he's saying, that they have come to fight. Hey, you did not come to the battlefield to fight. You also came to fight. Why you are saying that they have come to fight? Because you are projecting that if they kill me, I am ready to get killed. And what is the point of I am a good person, I am a righteous person, because I have these type of thoughts that what is the point of having kingdom, what is the point of having wealth if there is nobody to share it with me? If all these people are going to die, then I don't need all this wealth, all this kingdom. So it's better that I die. Because I am having these thoughts like this, I am better than Duryodhan. I am better than the Kauravas. And doormat personality, बैल मुझे मार. You can kill me, I will not kill you.
I can ask a question. So I understand projection and being present. What about in this day and age, everyone talks about manifestation and think positive. If you're in business, create the future you want to create.
If it
what
is
about
in
that?
your destiny, it will come. And when you are completely empty, Westerners have taught us, empty mind is a devil's workshop. From our point of view, empty mind is a creative space. Empty mind with awareness, that you are aware that there are no thoughts in your mind. In such a mind, creativity happens. It's not a devil's workshop. See? So our angle of approach in life should be at every given moment. Every moment is coming to you. We have to remain empty. Don't create memories. Don't create. And what you are talking about, manifestation, when you are empty, you think as an ego, as an individual, you think that I can manifest this, I can manifest that. Ego can only think in small, limited terms. But when you are empty, out of the box solutions come, which you can never, the ego can never work it out. And ego is afraid. But when you are empty and you are conscious of that, then whatever out of the box solution comes, or intuitively the ideas come, you also have the fearlessness to implement them without worrying about the consequences. Why? Because everything is a game anyway. We have taken it, mind has projected that this is serious life, I have to survive. I don't want to die. I have got such a beautiful, I just got married, I got a beautiful life in front of me. So many things are going to happen. You're projecting. Live this moment. Make it so complete that you never have to revisit it. But majority of the people keep collecting memories by way of photographs, by way of videos. And in the old age, they keep looking at the past. कहाँ गए वो दिन? So in this manner, if we have to think of our elders with love, why should we come with animosity? If we have to think of our elders with animosity, why should we come to birth, and for whom should we live? This birth that we have got is to respect the elders, to serve the elders, to be dutiful towards the elders, not to kill them. अरे ये सब तो पहले नहीं सोच सकता था, अभी तेरे को सोचना है. But when delusion takes over, when attachment comes, if we are not prepared, it can catch you anytime. Today I had a coffee with someone, and he said, Swamiji, I want to ask some questions. Nobody answers my question. I said, okay, come. Get me a coffee. So we went to coffee, and he's saying, in 2-3 years ago, when I was a certain age, whatever his age was. He says, my life changed. I woke up. I said, what did you wake up to? I woke up to my mind. I said, but there's no mind. Oh, I know that. Then I said, what did you wake up to? Huh? No, I woke up because everything was going wrong in my life. The builder had run away with the money. My wife was fighting with me. I was not having good relationship with my sons. My health was bad. My boss was very, very nasty towards me. I was not good at computers. Blah, blah, blah. All data he gave. And when I was thinking one day, I was so down. I was just same condition as Arjuna. And he says at that time, suddenly I remembered what Osho and J. Krishnamurti said. They said, be aware of your thoughts. I said, if they have said it, then it must be true. They are great masters. And I just made a commitment to myself that I will watch my thoughts without any reaction. And I started. And I remember he used to come to me almost every week if he's going in the right direction. I said, yeah, I know you were doing it. So he said, and I did it. And now I'm a transformed person. I never get angry. I said, I can make you angry if you want. Huh? I don't get angry. I got promotion and salary raise. My children are back with me. At that time he asked me, my children are drinking at home, they're smoking at home, they're bringing their girlfriends at home, and it is my home. And they're not washing clothes, they're not cleaning the dishes. I said, you throw them out of the house. He says, but it's my children. How can father? I said, father has to be hard sometimes. They are earning, yes. You say you have given them education, you have done everything. Now rules of engagement have changed. You are working. This is my house, these are the rules by which you will live. And if you can't live, out. Within 1 week, both of them left. He was very hurt. Again he came to me. Swamiji, this is happening. I said, wait. 1 month went by, 2 months went by. 3rd month, everything started changing. Now, the younger fellow who was so anti-father, now he sits with his father. He says, Dad, I want 1 hour of your time every week. And he sits, he says, tell me, what does being aware of thought mean? Now he says, yeah, I understand. He's very fickle-minded. Was. Didn't even finish his studies. He had 12th complete Niki. But he's working. He has his own business. He's making money. He has bought a house without the education. But if he had not thrown them out at that and given the ultimatum, he would have committed I don't know what. But now, with the one harsh decision, not for his sake, but for their benefit also. Now everything has turned around. The whole family is like one unit now. The children also respect him. See? So, at that moment when he was at his worst, suddenly he remembered something from what great masters have said. And you don't need to study scriptures. Scriptures you study, no problem. But for him, the words of the masters was the scripture. And something he remembered and he worked on it. And he worked on it. And he worked on it. Like this fellow. One day it clicked. I want to study Sanskrit. And he works. 2 years. Now he's pretty good. 2 years. At this age, to again learn a new language, it's not easy. With all the other kids who are very much brighter than this fellow. But commitment, discipline, commitment of that I have to touch base with it every day. And today he is able to do the grammar. And he also, this gentleman also kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And the whole thing turned around. Whole thing turned around. And today he is a much happier, much calmer. Now, if anything that the world throws, he doesn't react. At work, people say, at his work, people say, how come you are like this? He says, I'm just like that. How come nothing disturbs you? He says, no, nothing disturbs me. Disturbance is for the mind. I am watching the mind. See? But they cannot understand what he is speaking. Arjuna is not in that situation yet. He is ready to commit suicide. He is ready to commit suicide. When a family, why should we come to birth and for whom should we live? When a family longs for a son, do they expect of him that he should utterly destroy his kith and kin? Have we come into life to destroy others? Have we come into life to kill others? And because I am having such noble thoughts, I am good. They are bad. Because they have come to kill. Here he uses the word atatayena. Remember that word came before? The ones who have come to fight out of vengeance. He has forgotten that this war is not about brothers versus brother. This war is not about young versus old. This war is not about between a student and a teacher or a grandson and a grandfather. This war is about dharma. It's a dharmic. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre. This war is to re-establish dharma. This war is going on in our mind also continuously. Good thought versus bad thought. So what is that thought which takes you away from righteousness? All thoughts which take you into the world are unrighteous. All thoughts which remind you of God or Atma are righteous. Simple rule. So if you talk about desire to manifest, unrighteous thought. Unrighteous thought. Then you are comparing yourself, you are competing with someone, you want to be successful. Bhaiya, you are already successful because you got a life. Now you allow the life to unfold. Purpose is not to make money, purpose is not to have children, purpose is not to take care of parents, etc., etc., to do good to the society. Purpose is to realize yourself. That's why you have got birth in this life. See? Is Yudhishthir having this doubt of Arjuna? Is Bhim having this doubt of Arjuna? He is living. I am going to drink the blood of Dushasan. Story over. He is very clear. He abused my wife. I am going to drink his blood. No thinking, no options given to himself. Yudhishthira has also not given any options to himself. He says if Krishna has said we have to fight, we have to fight. And he also knows that this is the war for righteousness. Nakul and Sahdev were also very clear that whatever the elder brother says and he knows the best, we will just follow. And they have also taken commitment. I am going to kill Shakuni, and the other one I don't know whom he is going to kill. See? Arjuna is the middle one hanging around. Roly-poly. Continuing in the 15th verse. 216. हे मनीचे केवी धरिजे आपण वज्राचे आ बोलिजे वरी घडे तरी कीजे भले एया आम्ही जे जे जोडावे ते समजती ही भोगावे हे जीवित ही उपकारावे काजियांच्या आम्ही दिगंतीचे भूपाळ विभांडूनी सकळ मग संतोष विजे कुळ आपुले जे तेची हे समस्त परी कैसे कर्म विपरीत जे जाहले असती उद्यत झुंजावया अंतौरिया कुमरे सांडोनिया भांडारे शस्त्राग्री जिव्हारे आरोपुनी ऐसी यांते कैसे निपारू कवणावरी शस्त्र धरू निज हृदया करू घातू केवी. He says here, how could we think of being as hard as adamant? Rather, we should do whatever good we can offered for them. We should let them enjoy whatever we earn. In fact, we should devote our entire life in their cause. Already he has taken the whole Indraprastha. All the money, jewels that Krishna, Arjuna and Bhim had collected, Indraprastha was Vishwakarma had made the palace. Already they have given everything, all the wealth they have given. They have gone for 14 years into exile. You have already given. But this good, the idea of goodness has taken over the mind. And when the goodness takes over mind, we forget to say no, enough. नहीं तो ये मेरे को दे दो, दे दिया. उसने कहा ये दे दो, ये दे दिया. अरे कहीं पे तो तुम्हें जाके, if you don't say no, learn to say no, you are going to fall in a heap after some time. And what is that heap? Crisis like Arjuna is having. We must learn to say no. You see the children in the families where enough is available, plenty is there, and they have never heard no from their parents. Why? Only one child in the family. He opens his mouth and the parents give it. But the world out there is not like that. The moment they finish the schools and studies and go to work, they are treated very differently. He is no longer the blue-eyed boy. He is no longer the prince. He is no longer the one, whatever he says, yes sir, like the parents used to say. He is punished, and suddenly all the cards start falling around him. His whole self-esteem goes down. So here Arjun, we should do whatever good we can offer for them. You must do, and you have done it also. In your entire life you have been only giving. Have you forgotten? You analyzed all that, you put down all the points, and after that, till the last moment, what was the last moment of negotiation? When Krishna went and asked for 5 villages. That was the last straw. Till then, they have done everything that they could to placate Duryodhana. Everything. In the end, Krishna says, give me 5 villages and there will be no war. If you are going to be like that, Duryodhana says, I will not give even land that is covered by a tip of a pin. Then Krishna says, now you be ready for your end. He's forgotten all this. Why? Mind is deluded. He's forgotten where he is. We should let them enjoy whatever we earn. In fact, we should devote our entire lives in their cause. If you wanted to devote your entire lives, so when they made you their das, when they made you their servant, after the game of dice, you should have continued to be the servant. Why did you try? Why did you get angry at that time? Why did you want to take revenge at that time? Where was all this knowledge at that time? That time also they were your brothers. See. We should conquer all kings up to the limits of the quarters to please them. He says, I will fight, and even if we should go and conquer the whole earth and present that as an offering to Duryodhana. Well, not Duryodhana, here Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Kripacharya and all the other elders and brothers also. What's the point of fighting? But it is the irony of fate that all our relations have come here to fight, forsaking their wives, children and wealth and committing their lives to change to the charge of missiles. Now you are passing a judgment that they have left their families, their wives, their children and come to fight. Have you not done the same thing? Have you not dragged your children into the war? You are also doing the same thing. They are also doing the same thing. But I am good because I have this feeling that I should not fight the war. Because I am having these thoughts in my mind of not fighting the war, because I am having these thoughts of respect and reverence towards the elders, because I am having these thoughts that these are all my cousins and relations to me, and therefore I am good because I don't want to fight the war. They are bad because they want to fight the war. Now you can take this same argument and apply it in your situations of life. How we judge people. Are we here to judge people? $220. 21. How shall I kill them? How shall I wound my own heart? Don't you know who they are? Yonder are Bhishma and Drona, who have placed us under many obligations. Here we have brother-in-laws, father-in-laws, maternal uncles, cousins, sons and grandsons and other relations. Listen, every one of them is closely related to us. We shall be committing sin even if we talk of killing them. This is the next verse. He is repeating what he had said before. Acharya pitarah putraha, acharya pitarah putraha, tathaiva cha pitamaha, tathaiva cha pitamaha, matula shvashura pautraha, matula shvashura pautraha, shala sambandhinastatha, shala sambandhinastatha. Together. Acharya pitarah putraha, stathaiva cha pitamaha, matula shvashura pautraha, shala sambandhinastatha. He says, hai tarike, hai? These are our teachers, fathers, sons and grandfathers, maternal uncles, father-in-laws, grandsons, brother-in-law and other kinsmen. This is what the 34th verse is saying. And the Bhashya says, He nenasi tu kavana paripail bhishma drona zayache upkar asadharana amha bahuta. एथ शालक सासरे मातुळ आणि बंधू किम हे सकळ पुत्र नातू केवळ इष्ट ही असती अवधारी अति जवळिकेचे हे सकळ ही सोय रे आमुचे म्हणोनी दोष आधी वाचे बोलतांसी. He says 224. So we have already read that. Here we have brother-in-laws, father-in-laws, maternal uncles, etc., etc. Listen, everyone is closely related to us. We shall be committing sin if we talk of killing them. Now he has come to, first he talks about they are atatainaha. First he talks about they have come to fight. They have come to kill. They are the rogues. Then he's saying they are our dear ones. Split personality. He's not thinking. First he's calling something, then he's saying something, then he's calling them that I don't mind getting. First he wanted to kill. That I have to kill them. Then he says it's better that I get killed. What are you talking about? He's talking like Donald Trump. And in this way, here he says, now he comes to a conclusion. Conclusion under delusion. And what is that? Etan nahantum ichhami. Etan nahantum ichhami. Gnatopi madhusudana. Gnatopi madhusudana. Api trailokya rajyasya. Api trailokya rajyasya. Heto kim namahi krute. Heto kim namahi krute. Together. Etan nahantum ichhami. Gnatopi madhusudana. Api trailokya rajyasya. Heto kim namahi krute. Again he is going on his rant, and he says, I do not wish to slag even if I will not fight even if they kill us. Conclusion. Etam hantum na ichhami. I don't want to kill them even if they kill me or kill us. How can you make decisions for others? The entire Pandava army? You talk about yourself, man. But what happens when in that goodness, we become general. We start generalize everything. We become the spokesperson of everyone. Who has appointed you? Who has appointed you as the spokesperson for the entire Pandava army? Are you the commander-in-chief? No. Are you the king? No. You are just one of the warriors. Yes, an indispensable warrior. But you have got no authority to make that general statement that we don't want to fight even if they kill us. O Krishna, for the kingdom of the three worlds, let alone the earth, that even if they were to kill us for the kingdom of the three worlds, why only we are talking about it? Let them win the three worlds. I am ready to be killed. Let them do what they want. I don't want fight. I don't want to commit sin. I don't want to kill my own nears and dears. Jnaneshwari Maharaj says here, हे वरी भलते करितु आताची येथे मारितु परी आपण मने घातू न चिंतावा त्रैलोकीचे अनकळित जरी राज्य होईल येथ तरी हे अनुचित नाचरे मी जरी आज येथ ऐसे कीजे तरी कवणाचा मनी उरिजे सांग मुख केवी पाहिजे तुझे कृष्णा. He says, even if they were to cause harm to us or slay us, we would not think of attacking them. Even if we were to get the uncontested kingdom of the three worlds, I would not commit this foul act. I don't want anything. I don't want the three worlds. I don't want the Hastinapur. Why only earth? Hastinapur and the earth. I don't want the higher worlds also. If we commit this act today, how shall we retain the respect of others? So, respect is gained by not killing your nears and dears who are unrighteous. Is that what you want to conclude? Tell me, O Krishna, shall we be able to see your face thereafter? Now, he knows Krishna is a special person. He knows Krishna is a Yug Purusha. He knows Krishna, there is no one on this earth that time who can stand in front of Krishna. And that Krishna has accepted to be his charioteer. So everyone knows. He also knows that Krishna is great. And he is thinking, he is trying to convince Krishna till now with all this argument. And now he is asking for acceptance, that is not my argument correct, Krishna? Am I not thinking correctly? Have I not come to a right conclusion? Is it right on my part to kill and to get killed rather than be killed? Is it not a sin to kill elders? Why this question must have come to Arjuna? Why? Because Krishna is smiling at him. Krishna is smiling at him. And when you are going on and on and on and on and on and on, and someone is smiling at you, you start doubting your own conclusions. That's exactly, he is looking for one yes from Krishna. Yes, you are right. And I am the good guy. I am the Sattvic fellow. They are bad, I am good. Krishna seconded it. He is the great one. क्या वर्ड क्या है? एक्सेप्टेंस के लिए एक और वर्ड है ना? He is looking for validation. That's the word. He is looking for validation. Continuing. निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्नः निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्नः का प्रीति स्यात् जनार्दन का प्रीति स्यात् जनार्दन पापनेवाश्रयेदस्मात् पापनेवाश्रयेदस्मात् हत्वैतानाततायिनः हत्वैतानाततायिनः. He says here, again, second time he has used the word tatayina, atatayina. What all shall be ours, O Krishna, by killing the Kauravas? Sin alone will dog us if we slack these aggressors. Here, atatayin is not just aggressors. Atatayin is the one who troubles others and then kills. Continuously, you kill by 1,000 cuts. Like in India, you have the jhatka and halal. Jhatka means minimum pain to the animal and you cut the animal. Halal, which the Muslims do, slowly. The animal must be going through so much pain. And that pain, which has, that fear and pain which has gone into the blood and veins of that animal, that they eat. Atatayina. Halal and jhatka is a good example. He says, जरीवधू करूनी गोत्रजांचा तरी वसवटा होऊन दोषांचा मज जोडलासी तू हातींचा धूरी होसी कुळहरणी पातके तिये आंगी जडती अशेखे तये वेळी तू कवणके देखावसी जैसा उद्याना माझी अनळू संचरला देखोनी प्रबळू मग क्षणभरी कोकिळू स्थिर नोहे सकर्दम सरोवरू अवलोकुनी चकोरू न सेवितू अव्हेरू करुनी निघे त्या तया परी तू देवा मज झको न येसी मावा जरी पुण्याचा बोलावा नाशिजेल. He says, if I were to slay these kinsmen, I shall be a hotbed of sins and lose your company which we now have. He is feeling that if he kills all these people in the Kaurava army, he will not be in favor of in Krishna's eyes. That also is troubling him. This is what goodness makes one feel that way. Like the person I talked to you about just now. How can I say that, Swamiji? They are my children. Is that how a father treats his children? Get out of my house. Is that what the job of a father is? To tell them to put the clothes for wash, to clean the room, to be a part of the home, to put the clothes out for drying, to bring the clothes back or clean the kitchen? I said, then you should not have come and complained to me and just continued suffering. Simple, no? But because your wife is suffering, her back is aching, you are in trouble, and your children are grown up now. Therefore, something is troubling you. That's why you came to me. See? But what is his? What was his mindset? Same as Arjuna. So when he says to me that, is it right? Arjuna is also saying, is it not so? What conclusion I come to is correct? That I should not kill? That fellow also said, how can I do that? Is that not right? We should not do that to our children. I said, go, then don't come back here. When and where shall we see you then? If the garden is engulfed in a big fire, the cuckoo will abandon there even for the cuckoo will not live there even for a moment. Or if the chakora bird sees that the lake is full of slime, it will abandon the lake and go away. Likewise, O Lord, if my merit becomes exhausted, you will leave us immediately. This is not given in the Sanskrit verses. This is Bhavartha Deepika. This is Jnaneshwari Maharaj adding his flair to the scene that is present in front of us by the Bhagavad Gita. None of these words. Arjuna did not say that I want to be in a favorable terms in front of you, etc. He is not saying that. But the art of seeing the unseen, what is not written, that can become available only through bhav. If you take Valmiki Ramayana, it's a very factual Sanskrit poetry composition written by Valmiki Maharaj. No emotions or no bhav as such. He is narrating what has happened in his life and what he has observed. But Tulsidas ji he has also studied the Valmiki Ramayana. He has also studied the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita. And then when he composes the Tulsi Ramayana, it is Bhavartha Ramayana. It is not factual Ramayana. There are many things which are not there. The dialogue between all that happens with Hanumanji when he goes to meet the Sita, and all that is not there. He has added. What happens when the bhav that Ramchandraji and Hanumanji have for each other when they meet each other, that is not there in the Tulsi Ramayana. Here it is, he has given so many words to it. See? And you will not greet us with affection. And in this way, we come to the 37th verse. Tasmanarha vayam hantum dhartarashtan swabandhavan swajanam hi katham hatva sukhina syama madhava. Therefore, he is now coming to a conclusion, Arjun. Therefore, we ought not to kill the Kauravas along with their kinsmen. Indeed, how can we be happy, O Krishna, by slaying our own people? Third time he is repeating it now. He's trying to convince Krishna, who is standing in front of him, and he is blabbering away, and Krishna is just smiling. No reaction, no word, no nod, no question mark in his eyes, no prodding that you are saying correct, continue, nothing like that. Just standing there and smiling away. After saying third time, first atataina, second time atatainaha, how I am better than them. Now, after having repeated it so many times, he comes to a conclusion that we should not kill the Kauravas. How can, after killing all of them, how can we enjoy the kingdom? How can we enjoy the spoils of the war all by ourselves if there is no one to share it with us? If grandfather is not there, teacher is not there, Kripacharya is not there, others are not there, what's the point? Family is more important, Sharing is caring, they tell in the children's classes, sharing is caring. At a childhood level, it is good. But when it comes to such a place, then what sharing? Then dharma, life is about not sharing and caring. Life is about dharma, adharma. In childhood, to inculcate good values in him, sharing and caring. And now, having made this conclusion, here in the Manavni he na kari, ye sangrami shastra na dhari, he kidal bahuti pari disatase, तुझा अंतराय होईल मग सांगे आमचे काय उरेल तेणे दुःखे हिये फुटेल तुझ वीण कृष्णा म्हणावूनी कौरव हे वधिजती मग आम्ही भोग भोगिजती हे असौ मात अघडती अर्जुन म्हणे. He says, therefore, I will not take up the weapons in this war. This indeed appears to be improper in every way. If we lose you, O Krishna, this is not given in the verse. Sanskrit verse, this is not given. What does the verse say? We ought not to kill the Kauravas along with their kinsmen. Indeed, how can we be happy, O Krishna, by slaying our own people? This is the 37th verse. But here, what Jnaneshwari Maharaj is saying, if we lose you, O Krishna, what will remain with us? This is the Bhavartha. He's brought the whole attention of Arjuna that he wants to be in the good books of Krishna. Our hearts will burst with sorrow if you leave us. So it is, now this is not given. it is given that he does not want, he wants to share the riches with his family. But here Jnaneshwar Maharaj has shifted all the attention to Krishna. He says, Arjuna said, our hearts will burst with sorrow if you leave us. Arjuna said, so this thing is not likely to come about that we should slay the Kauravas and enjoy ourselves. So I conclude that we should not enjoy by slaying the Kauravas. We should find some other way. And we don't want to be in the bad books of you, O Krishna. We will conclude here. Till where have we done?
235.
Huh?
235.
235. So 37th. Till 37th we are done. Verse number 37. 38 we have to start.
Yes.
है ना? So next class, the first chapter will be over. Then we enter into the second chapter. Hopefully, let's see. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om. The